Namaste. Peace and blessings, brothers and sisters, and all who will watch this particular live. Welcome. Shalom. Wazab. What is going on, my people? Don't forget, I am Magick LaCroix. Hit that like button on your way in. Share, subscribe. Light some incense. Put your feet up. Light a candle. What's going on? It's the end of the work week, pretty much. Tomorrow's Friday. So September flew by. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the rest of y'all, but it flew by to me. See what I'm saying? Again, hopefully y'all had a great week. Next week is my favorite month, October, or what I like to call the month of Halloween. What is the deal, my people? Let's talk. There's always something going on these days. By now, you should be used to the fuckery. There's just so much going on. And the reason I call this live, the attacking of the divine feminine, is because that is what's under attack. A nation can rise no higher than its feminine principle. And on all sides, melanated females are being attacked, you know. What's up, Caribbean Grimoire? What's up, Katrina? Namaste. First one I want to show y'all is this one. Wait a second. 1 second. I want to show y'all something now. I may not like y'all's vice president. However, it is the vice president. So check.
Ms. Harris, let this be a lesson that they don't care about your life. Where the hell is your Secret Service? Somebody should have hang glide on a Dorito and stopped that fool. But yeah, nobody showed up until the last minute when you had to remove yourself from the situation. You were the vice president of a whole nation. And this is the response? This how long it took? Look how close this man was to her. Wow, this is crazy. And look who protected her. Black women.
So yeah, here you are, the vice president of the United States, no security. This protester got up on stage and took the mic from her and was very close to do whatever, okay? Not only should that be her nigga wake-up call, but it should show you just how important she is to them, okay? Yeah, that happened. Love, peace, and power, brother Kunami. Thanks to brother Kunami for pointing that out to me. He's the one who brought that one to my attention. I'm like, damn, he was close enough to do whatever he wanted to do to her. See what I'm saying? That's, you know, normally when you see a president or a vice president out in public like that, there's usually Secret Service all around them. Where was hers? Where was her security? Why was this man allowed to go on stage with her? Okay. Again, a nation can rise no higher than this woman and the state of this woman. We know that everyone copies the melanated female. Everybody. Melanated females are the trendsetters. Okay, they are the trendsetters. So, how else do you take a people down? You know what I mean? How else? There's a reason. You can't tell me that y'all don't believe that there's a reason Sukiana, Sexy Red, and all the other ratchet females have a position to put out music. You can't tell me that's an accident, because neither one of them are talented. All right? Neither one of them. And that's the whole point, because they use the media to broadcast images through celebrities all over the world. Okay? Again, there's so much fuckery going on here. All right. And I'm thinking that you attack the youth and you attack the feminine principle. And there you have it. All right. Mind control. We spoke about this before. Mind control. Okay. That's all they got to do. All right. So they put certain chemicals in glues and all the other stuff, the weave, the eyelashes that melanated females put on their body, in and on their body. What's up, Brother Moore? No respect to the Black woman. Exactly, none. Peace and blessings to you, Sister Moonfeather, Sister Donna Dash. What's going on? So that's not the only thing that's going on. I mean, y'all, I think you sisters know already. No respect. There's no way that man should have been that close to her. Let that have been Sleepy Joe. Watch how fast security would have tackled his ass. All right. Like I said, it may not be a wake-up call to her. It should be. You know, they thought this so thoroughly out for years to do these things. And as I said before, if you have to marvel at how efficient this plan has worked. Okay? All in the news, all you see are couples breaking up. And all you see is the melanated female at fault. All right. Yes, it's a script. They are actors. They act out their scripts. They play their parts. Believe that. You're talking to a person who does not believe anything that the news say. Anything. I'm not even going to go into the inversion. Not going to go into that. Okay? I want to, but I'm not going to. All right? I've said before, celebrities are not who you think they are. And I mean, as far as gender is concerned. Trust me on this. I'm not just saying this. And I'm damn sure I ain't saying it because somebody else said it. I've done my research. You know. In other news, let's go to another TikTok video. I want y'all to see this one too. Check this out. Remember, they broadcast these things all over the world.
Squirt all the stuff out and I just put warm water in it. You get what I'm saying? Don't mind that. But everybody from the beginning of time, I'm going to drop videos. Always like, Snow, what did you put on your skin? I don't have lizard skin. I don't have alligator skin. I really feel bad for women who have skin conditions. But I use cum. I know, right? Yep. That's what I use. A cleansing ultraviolet moisturizer for my skin. Been using it forever. Come.
Even if
She
that's
is using
true,
that as a face moisturizer.
even if that's true, even if it's true, why does it have to be shown? Okay. We have gotten out of control as far as sharing everything publicly. You know, completely scripted. All right. Completely scripted. But understand, please understand. It's not just here in the United States where they're broadcasting these images, these videos. Okay. They got other people doing this. I'm sorry. They have other countries and continents doing this. All right. Watching this. Oh, this is how Black women in the United States are. How many of you know or knew that there are currently, I can count at least 3 American females being detained in other countries? Why? For being loud in public. They don't play that shit elsewhere. You know, being loud and boisterous and just being in public acting an ass. They don't do that. You can't go somewhere else and act that way at all, especially not Dubai. There's a trucker. I'm not sure if she's still being detained, but she was detained for arguing with someone out in public. I've heard that before, but I agree that that's putting this all out. Modern day Babylon, exactly. Especially the UA, especially there. Exactly. That woman in Dubai. Exactly. They use our images, but specifically melanated females. Now, sisters, no disrespect to y'all either. You know, y'all have had a hand in supporting this. Okay. Sukiana going over to London and acting an ass in public, talking about eating a niggas. That's one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard. There were certain things that were taboo back when I was growing up. Okay. Now it's all out there, and it's especially out there on TikTok. Right? I mean, I'm not woman bashing. I'm not. There is a crisis here. Okay. Attacking the divine feminine. Okay. This has all been planned out, all been scripted. There are more celebrity breakups to come. Okay. Did we forget what happened to Will and Jada? Well, she admitted to all of this. All of these like celebrities admitting to cheating, and it's just put out there. Come on, it's scripted. It is scripted. CIA sleeper cells. Exactly. Exactly. It started with Love and Hip Hop, which has grown in the Zeus network. Exactly. Exactly. It is. If we don't ever get this under control and get it together, there's going to be no more melanated race, which is pretty much their goal. Okay? It is pretty much their goal. There's another thing that's going on that just happened. They just released the video. I'm not sure if any of you've seen. In Houston, melanated female got into it with a customer over some curly fries. They were Mexican. He had his pregnant wife in the car with him and a newborn baby, I think. They got into an altercation. She started throwing stuff at him, like condiments or whatever. So the melanated sister goes out of the frame for a second. I don't think I can show the footage because it's not mine. And she comes back and she shoots at the customer. Pow, pow, pow. This happened in Houston in 2021. They just released the footage because now the Mexican couple, they're suing Jack in the Box. for being exposed to a dangerous employee. The Black woman is saying, come on now, it was more to that. She said he was threatening her and hurling racial slurs at her. Okay. She pulled out a gun and started firing. He had to speed away. Okay. Why does she have a gun in Jack in the Box? First of all, why does she have a gun? You know what I mean? I think melanated females are feeling like they have no protectors. And whose fault is that? That's all of our faults. Guys, not just their fault. That's all of our faults. All right. There had to be a reason. Houston's a pretty dangerous city, but there had to be a reason she had a gun at work. Okay. If you've not heard me say this before, I spent 5 years in El Paso, Texas. That's one of the most racist places I have ever been. And I'm not coming down on Mexicans. I'm not. Y'all heard me say this before. I always feel like I need to give that disclaimer, but it was one of the most racist places I've ever been to. And I've had people tell me it's cultural. They're brought up that way. They are raised that way, to look down on darker skinned Mexicans as well as Negroes. Take it or leave it. I have no reason to come up here and lie to you. Are y'all in the chat talking? It's sad. I'm glad I'm married. The dating pool has pee in it. Sorry for the young or single folk. Yeah, I don't know. Many people be cheating like that in my generation. At least basically don't expect monogamy anymore, because Black men my age will tell you they're not going to loyal. Damn. Yeah, I've heard that before, Donald. I've heard it before. You're right. I have heard that. I seen that video. I didn't know it was a man with a baby in the car. Baby, pregnant wife. Yeah. It's mainly the men's fault. Let's not put blame on men. Come on, you can't give, come on, don't do that. Don't do that. That's why I didn't really want to go into this. You know, you can't blame the whole gender of men for what's happening to Black females. We have to be the change we want to see. It's deplorable outside. Okay. I'm not coming down on Black men or women, but both of us are at fault. I'm not going to say a certain thing is Black women's fault and a certain thing is Black women's fault. Let's not do that. Okay. But there has to be some accountability, period. All right. Period.
Mom, no, don't name call yourself. You just say, that's interesting. That allows the brain to keep looking on it, and if it needs to be changed, it can be changed. So we've got color sickness. Read Randall Robinson's new book about Haiti. He's got a whole chapter in there about the whole color sickness in Haiti. But see, color sickness is all over the non-white world. In India, the people advertise in the newspaper want a light-skinned wife. It means they hate themselves. All over Asia, all over Africa, people of color are now going to the dermatologist because they've got chemicals that can take away the color. Do you see? Everybody wants to be white. Well, let's say that I'm Black and I want to be white, and I look in the mirror and I hate myself. I'm upholding white supremacy. Somebody can say, well, maybe that's what happened to Clarence Thomas. It might have happened to Condoleezza. Might have happened to Colin Powell. Do you see where acceptance by somebody white was more important than self-respect? So I say don't waste time knocking them, because the white people reach into the box like reaching into a toolbox and picking up a tool, meaning a non-white person. Oh, I think I can use this. No, I can't. It looks like I can't use this one. Let me put that back in the box and keep picking until I pick one. Oh, I can use this one. Looks like the self-respect level, self-respect IQ is low. Wants money more than self-respect. I can use that. Take that out of the box. Do you see what I'm saying? Neely Fuller says that under white supremacy, we're tools. And they pick up a tool and use it until they don't want to use it anymore. And they just cast it aside. Do you see? But by understanding what the system is all about, then we can set long-range agendas for ourselves. Now, I'm going to give you all some recommendations. Don't throw anything at me.
Let's stop it there. All right. Money has become more important than self-respect. Did y'all catch that? Dr. Francis Cress Wells. I'm reading your comments here. All right, Don, I'm lost on what you're talking about here. He got shot 4 times and was shocked, saying chill after and running off. I'm not, are we talking about the same thing? Are we talking about the Jack in the Box employee, or did we move to something else? Because I'm honestly at a loss at what you're talking about. He got shot 4 times. You ever notice the more so-called blacks try to act white, the more niggery they actually are? But when so-called whites act like us or sing like us, they get the black pass and it's cool. I absolutely, yes, I have noticed that. You know, I don't particularly like the term white supremacist. I don't particularly like that. Personally, I don't like that. Okay. That's another, I think that term is outdated. Okay. When you do enough digging and realize who runs everything, then it's deeper than that. That's why I don't particularly like saying that. Okay. The average Caucasian person has no power to do anything. Trust me. All right. So it's not all of them. Okay. We'd be foolish to think that. There are people behind them. Okay. Remember, I said the last live, they're under mind control as well. We all are. It doesn't stop with them. There are people behind them too. Just like there are people behind them making them think they're superior, there's people behind us making us think we're inferior. Okay. It's just like Dr. Francis Cress Welsing just said. It's a whole system. All right. Now, if you have gotten the jab, if you've gotten indoctrinated these past 3 years, that's what 5G is capable of activating in people. And so you see a lot of people acting, that's the best way I can explain it without going into a long, drawn out explanation of it. These things that happen to be captured on video and broadcast around the world. This tactic has never, ever stopped, ever, okay? Ever. Why am I saying this? I'm saying that because of this. Here's yet another, what did I do with it? Here's another TikTok video that I came across. Crap, what did I do with it? Think I found it. Yep, I found it. Check this one out. When I was younger, we had a Greek fest in Philadelphia. We had a Greek fest when I was a teenager. We had a big gathering in Ben Franklin Parkway. A lot of people there. Okay. After that, and this got around, people were headed downtown to go loot. That's been going on since I was younger. I never participated in it. Okay. But check this out. This is what's going on in Philadelphia now. And I believe these are young people.
Free Philly! Okay, don't touch him! Oh my... Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Look at this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn! 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 That's... Oh my God. Free Philly! Free Philly! Okay, don't touch him! Oh my God, record this! Record this! Record this! Record this! Record this! Record this! Record this!
Just like I said, the tactic has never changed. Never. This tactic has never changed. Oh, Tosh, what's up? Namaste. I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. What is going on? White inferiority. Okay. Oh, you was using the story I was telling about as another example of that. Okay. All right. Wow. Say what's up to Tosh. She has not been here in a minute. Did you hear how the person recording was laughing? Like this was funny. Okay. There's not just an attack on the divine feminine. There's an attack on the youth. That was a bunch of young people. Okay. How are the cops supposed to act if you're breaking into stores and stealing? Now, what they do is they get into group chats on social media and plan these things out. Okay. How, Sway, are you going to now blame the cops for how rough they are? And remember, they broadcast this all over the world. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me switch gears real quick. This particular woman wrote also a book called Magick. It is one of the best books on that subject. Nima, notice, Nima is a female. They have a male here. The Way of Mystery, Magic, Mysticism, and Self-Transcendence. Excellent grimoire. It's excellent. Okay? All her books are excellent. All right. I had Magick physically. I actually gifted it to someone. Okay. It's not getting any better. Okay. Especially a lot of these people have been indoctrinated. That's the way I'm going to have to say it. Indoctrinated. So remember what Dr. Francis Cress Welsing said. Money is more important than self-respect. And now she said that years ago. I don't know exactly how old that particular video is. But remember that celebrity rapper said that she was a disgusting person. And she said it with pride. She said, I'm a disgusting person. She said it with pride. And I'm like, Dora pause. When did this become a prideful thing? When did being a disgusting person, when did that become a badge of honor? Let's switch gears again. Things I say may hurt feelings. I do not mean to, but I'm not also going to apologize for it. There has to be some kind of accountability at some point. There has to be. Switch gears again. I didn't share it, did I? Did I? I didn't. Oh, no good. Oh, brother.
Now, as I said, whenever you see an alien that is dealing with the Illuminati, go get the movie Day the Earth Stood Still. Day the Earth Stood Still. That whole movie is about alien who is a human coming to Earth.
I can't seem to get this right.
Confederation.
Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to share something else. One second. All right, now my equipment wants to act a goddamn fool. Give me one moment. What's up, Nay the Great? You said Magick, and what was the name of the second book? The name of the second book was then I say The Way of Mystery. I don't know if my share screen is causing this to fuck up. It was this book right here, The Way of Mystery. Magic, Mysticism, and Self-Transcendence. Okay. By Nima. You should be able to find Magick. Maybe, I'm sure it can be found in Amazon. Here's another good book that you should have if you're starting this path. This book will help you learn how to make your own incenses, powders, oils, etc., etc. Look at all this here. You got Abramelin incense, Abramelin oil, African juju powder, all night long, all saints powder, altar incense, and so on and so on. So you got formulas for an attraction bath. You got Come to Me. You got cat's blood incense, cat's eye incense. All of these formulas, courting powder, crown of success incense, bend over oil, which is a favorite, bat's blood incense. This is just, if you have this book, you should never again have to order commercial incenses, oils, powders, etc., etc. Love, love, love oil. That's a favorite of hoodooists. Okay, you got Jinx removing, Jinx incense, juju oil, Jupiter, jury winning powder. Okay, this book is called The Magical Formulary. All right, The Magical Formulary. I do not know who the author is. I honestly do not. Abramelin, 1 part myrrh, 2 parts cinnamon, a 1/2 part galangal, which is lojan, and 1 3/4 part finest olive oil. That's your Abramelin oil. The book, the Sacred Book of Abramelin of Mage, is one of the most, I don't want to say sacred, but one of the oldest ancient texts that real deal occultists and sorcerers use. Okay, that particular working, the Abramelin working, is designed to put you in touch with your holy guardian angel. This is something Crowley worked on. Okay, it is so ancient and so common. Reddit has a forum for it. Oops, almost ended this meeting. How dangerous is the Abramelin ritual really? For quite a while, I've thought about doing the Abramelin ritual, but been hesitating because of the dreadful things I read about the consequences of the ritual going wrong. Crowley wasn't the same after he tried the ritual. Some of his disciples, so I read, even killed themselves after trying the ritual and failing. And then there's that really spooky description in the Unfortunate Psychic Self-Defense. Obviously, this ritual is really powerful, done right or wrong, or done wrong even. That is one of the most popular rituals, okay? It's supposed to give you power, make all the rest of your rituals easier and quicker to manifest results, all right? This is one of those workings that once you get to a certain level, you might want to attempt at least once in your magical journey. But I do not suggest that to a beginner, okay? Like, there are some books that are remember I said a lot of these grimoires are coded. Okay. The Book of Power by Idris Shah. Okay. This is about magical squares. All right. To overcome enemies of every kind. Okay. Do not think that all you have to do is create this magical square. All right. To be revenged upon one that has done you hurt. Do not think that all you have to do, and here you go, the killing of men by magic. All right. And it gives you a certain formula. All right. To travel instantly from one place to another by magic. Okay. This is one of those grimoires that is coded. Some of the names are wrong. Some of the incantations are wrong. Okay. Otherwise, if it was that simple, you would have so many people out here just killing people for the fuck of it. All right. Obviously, they can't have the masses doing that. Okay. I have not seen any. Peace and Wholeness. Olethe Tayan. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. You think you got this book? That's more ritualistic magic with those books from Abramelin. The Abramelin ritual is all right, let me show you what it says here. Abramelin, one of those powerful. Look at this here. We have already said, what is the science which I am to teach you? That is to say, that is neither in any way human nor diabolical, but that it is the true and divine wisdom and magic that has been handed down by our predecessors unto their successors as a hereditary treasure, in like manner as I myself at present. So even ye should think before entering into this matter and before taking possession of so great a treasure, how much this gift is sublime and precious and holy, and how vile and base are ye yourselves who be about to receive it. That is wherefore I say unto ye that the beginning of this wisdom is the fear of God and justice. These be the tables of the law, the Kabbalah, and the magic. They should serve unto ye for a rule. It is necessary that you should begin to attach yourselves unto the very beginning, if you truly do wish to have the veritable wisdom, and thus shall ye walk in the right path and be able to work all the which is contained in this book, and all the which is therein prescribed, for to undertake this operation with the simple intention of using it unto dishonest, impious, and wicked ends is neither just nor reasonable. For it is absolutely necessary to perform this operation unto the praise, honor, and glory of God, unto the use, health, and well-being of your neighbor, whether friend or enemy, and generally for that of the whole earth. Furthermore, it is also necessary to take into consideration other matters, which though less important, be still necessary, namely, whether ye be capable not only of commencing, but also of carrying through the operation until its end. This being a necessary point to consider before coming into a final determination upon the matter. Because in this case, we are not negotiating with men, but with God, by the intermediation of his holy angels, and with all spirits, both good and evil. Okay, that is the second book of Abramelin the Mage. All right, very important book to an occultist. Okay, what it's saying, don't use this for bullshit, is what it's saying. Take it seriously. Very important point that people miss. Once you start a magical operation, a magical ritual, you have to and should complete it until its very end, and all energies and spirits dismissed. Okay? I think a lot of people miss that particular point. Love, peace, and power, Brother Vega. Probably was a madman, so nothing he did should even be seen as legit. A grain of salt is needed with him. He also stole women's works. One more time, I'm going to say this. forget about his personality and what he did. All right. Crowley served a purpose. I don't get into what people did individually. Yes, he was a fuck up. However, some of the stuff that he brought forth the Age of Horus in 1904. Okay. He did some good things as far as magic is concerned. I am not at all interested in what his personal life consisted of. Neither should you. Okay. Take what you need. I've always said this. Take what you need, throw the rest away. Take what you can use, throw the rest away. That means Crowley and everybody else. Okay. Take what I say. Take what you need, throw the rest away. Okay. You got that one too? That's what's up. The problem with reaching into the other side is that the human mind needs to make sense of what it sees. And if it can't, then it fractures. One must let go of this reality to take hold of another. Great point. Great point. Luckily, I got all 3 books finally, but haven't finished reading. See it through. You could offend the spirits. If not, disconnect the people who did the works and take the info. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying, I find that a lot of people, what they do, this person did this person did that, so I ain't gonna listen to them. All right, that's nonsense. I know someone who wouldn't read the Hoodoo Encyclopedia simply because it was edited by a Caucasian man. All right, this Caucasian man, what he did is interviewed Hoodooists from down south, from the 1800s, and got specific formulas, all right, and put it in a book. And for that reason alone, I know this woman who would not touch the book. She wouldn't read it. She wouldn't look at it. Okay? We have got to get out of this nonsense that you can't use something simply because of a personal bias. I was trying to find something. I don't think this damn thing is acting right today. Let me try it one more time. Let's try this again. Y'all gonna have to tell me if this works. Please let me know. You can see this clearly. Nope. It really wants to act a fool today. Give me a second, y'all.
You know, we had fire was in down police, levy the police, levy the polity, and on and on and on. But it also led me to this word. Something that you guys, many of us, claim we are and are not, but do lie. We are not citizens. If you believe that, or maybe you did have some ancestors, that we or our ancestors came here from Africa on a boat as slaves. The Dred Scott decision, in every Black's Law dictionary that's been printed since this decision, and people will tell you, oh, that decision was overthrown. Who overthrew it? Oh, a magistrate. Really? Supreme Court has to overthrow that. Oh, he was a Supreme Court justice. Well, excuse me. You can't take one Supreme Court justice and overthrow the decision of a whole panel of Supreme Court justices. And even if you want to say you want to overthrow the decision of maybe about Dred Scott, you are not going to overthrow the fact. And the fact is, the Supreme Court, they ruled that, and I can almost quote it verbatim, Africans that were imported as slaves
I don't think this.
and their descendants. That means you, if you were one. That means children, grand.
All right, I don't believe this is acting right. I don't think it's on track. But what you said made a lot of sense. We need to let race prejudice go. I'm over it. Thank you. I'm over it myself. And that's what I try to tell people. Unless you, you got to stop thinking with your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Crowley was racist. Yes, so was H.P. Lovecraft. Okay. But how else do you take someone's magic, you use them against it by, your personality? Okay. Lovecraft Country showed the gatekeepers of magic and who it rightfully belonged to. Watch Lovecraft Country. It tells you all in there. Okay. The fact your so-called enemy used it should make you want to use it more. Thank you. Don't shield yourself from your own blessing and your own magic. Use everything. I know I did a live like this, and I said this before. Use everything. Okay? Don't not use something because Crowley wrote it. Don't, take what you need, this discernment and your own research and your own intuition will tell you the difference between something that's right and something that's wrong. Simple. Okay. With ATR and Hoodoo books, I do take it with a grain of salt because many in the ATR and Hoodoo purposely put out false spells to throw people off. I am glad you said that. Pretty much every magical book ever made is coded. They want to throw people off because they don't want the masses of people having power. Okay. That is why I stress study in your own research. That's the only way you're going to get it. That's the only way. And so was H.P. Blavatsky. Yes, especially her. Look at it this way. It's originally yours. Blavatsky stole Pascal Beverly Randolph's works and made the Theosophy group. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they're going to use it, steal it, take it, and then say it's theirs. You got to look past that. You absolutely have to look past that. Okay? Once you start growing in spirituality and in magic, stuff like that will cease to bother you, and you will use whatever it is you need. What was that? Commercial. All right. So I'm going to go here. Ugh.
Now, as I said, whenever you see an alien that is dealing with the Illuminati, go get the movie Day the Earth Stood Still. Day the Earth Stood Still. That whole movie is about alien who is a human coming to Earth, talking about a galactic confederation, a united universe. And they had created robots, automatons, to keep them in check. Understand that. And came to Earth and said, look, y'all motherfuckers are savage. Look, you're starting to shoot rockets in space and you're starting to explore. If you don't calm yourself down and join the motherfucking Federation or whatever, we're gonna have to fucking turn the robots on and kill your ass. I mean, how many times we've seen that with Terminator, all this stuff, Clone of the Attack with Star Wars, constantly giving you these automaton as their particular protection. And that's what you see the Nazis ATF and all that with the black uniforms on. Those are programmed sleepers. Programs with visual implants to see better, night vision, with all kind of robotic parts and nanochips. Understand that. This is real. This is real. And they are creating, at this particular moment, a clone army, if not done already. A clone army. Cloned around a chip. They'll take the DNA, get the chip, and clone the brain around the chip. And the chip, once in that brain, when the clone is fully grown, the chip begins to connect with other chips that are in the body.
I hear that.
And those chips are connected fiber optically.
Fiber optically.
Go get the tape by Phil Valentine dealing with Brian Wrong, who has a chip in him. Breaks that all down. Breaks that all down. But in this particular Twilight Zone episode, you got to remember, what they used a HARP machine to control the emotions of the people in this town.
The emotions, y'all.
Understand that.
And we are
now, what's
ruled
interesting about
constantly by our emotions. Okay? Constantly. Most people I speak with, and if I'm trying to say something to a person as a Virgo, I run into this a lot. People listen to me to respond. They don't actually hear what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the most frustrating things that can ever happen. Okay? Especially if I'm trying to explain something. Most people shut off because I speak with a certain vernacular and I'm articulate. Do you know when most people are offended by this? Most people. I've had this going against me since I was younger. What's up, Star Goddess? I know Azazel spoke on Randolph, but did he ever speak on Black Herman? He did. He spoke on Black Herman, and it made me go and get Black Herman's book. Okay. Black Herman wasn't an illusionist. However, he was also a magician. He knew how to do shit too. Azazel was the only one I ever heard speak about him. Okay. He was the one that I first heard about Pascal Beverly Randolph. Once you read Pascal Beverly Randolph, then you'll be like, the shit gets deep. The rabbit hole goes really, really deep. Okay. I feel like us using those words give us our power back. Right on. I love Keanu in that movie. I gotta watch it again. I don't think I've seen it already. I might not have seen that all the way through. I was just playing an old game that talked about the Galactic Federation. Shadow work is key. Thank you, Sister Righteous. You know, people nowadays, they speak, they just act emotionally without thinking. Okay. You're going to run into this a lot, right? That was the whole purpose of the last 3 years of putting that stuff in people's bodies. To create a new automaton. Okay? Most people now get their information from TikTok. I couldn't get anyone to read, unless they took my classes, I can't get anyone to read books like The Sacred Magic of Abramelin the Mage. Deep, deep shit. Y'all don't realize how deep it goes until you start reading. Okay. What's the difference between an illusionist and a magician? Chris Angel is an illusionist. All right. David Copperfield, illusionist. Those are illusions. Check out the movie The Prestige. Okay. Then that's an illusion. Those were illusionists, Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman. In other words, Batman and Wolverine. Then check out Lord of Illusions. They were doing magic for real, playing like they were doing illusions. Illusions do it just what the word says. Something appears, sleight of hand. Magic A magician does the shit for real. They will go do, I am a magician. I do the shit for real, not an illusionist. The illusionists are the rich people. They got rich off that. I spent a great part of my life learning magic. I hope that answered your question, Nay. Now that I think about it, Keanu played the alien in The Earth Stood Still, and Lawrence Fishburne played the warden in Area 51. Strange coincidence. Area 51. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. Area 51. No. Area 51. Is that the one where Lawrence? No, I'm thinking Samuel L. Jackson wearing a kilt. That's what I'm thinking of. This is actually prophecy through the dawn of a new species. What's going on, Swords Witch? Thank you, Brother Moore. Exactly. Exactly. I honestly think Chris Angel had a demonic familiar. It was too eerie. I used to think that too. I'm not gonna lie, Tosh. I used to think that also. You know. What you miss? I was talking about the divine feminine being attacked. That's what I started with. And we went into magic. You know, I'm not sure if I touched any nerves, you know, today by pointing this out. I don't blame either gender. I blame all genders for what's going on now, but know that they use the melanated woman as the template for everything. For everything. Let me try one more time to show you something Dr. Yafa Bey said. All right, I think I got it. Something she says here caught my attention.
You're the only individual that knows what you yourself requires. You're the only individual that knows what you yourself is needing. Your parents and their judgments about what you do is not what you should focus on. You must focus on completing your journey and evolving as highly spiritually as you can on this journey to make yourself as complete as possible so you don't have to come back.
Did y'all hear that?
I understand. Is your hand?
Did you hear that? Did you? I've been saying this for a very long time. So you don't have to come back to this prison planet to pay rent, to pay electricity, which is a natural fucking resource. All right. Speaking of the prestige, it shows so blatantly Nikola Tesla wanting to give electricity. They showed that part, but Nikola, he was such a brilliant man. He wanted to give electricity to free to everybody. And guess what happened to him? Let us continue with Yafa Bey, though. This is, again, How to Survive the Fall of Rome.
Up, sweetheart? Come on with it, brother.
We're presently going through these vices.
Donna, we cool.
Astrology of cosmic science.
Astrology of cosmic science?
Cosmic science.
Oh, Astrology A Cosmic Science. By who?
By Isabel M.
By Isabel M. Hickey. How are you spelling Hickey?
H-I-K-E-Y.
H-I-K-E-Y is the last name of the author. Come on.
We have entered the age of the Aquarius. The Aquarian age is governed by Saturn, which is Satan, and Uranus, which is heaven. To show you Saturn's influence, whatever you like, he gives you in plenty of. If you like drugs, all the drugs you can get. Smoking, drinking, sex, whatever it is, I have to throw this out there for you, because you cannot come and enter my heaven. I have to clean and rid you of all your filth, so you won't enter when Uranus comes in and governs the Aquarian.
Oh, listen to what she says next.
To show you that I am on point. Motor Trend's card of the year is what?
Saturn.
all day long. They feed you so these back to you on a regular basis.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You are the cosmic science, but you won't connect back up to what's going on.
A lot of the reason why people are not connecting back up is because of psychopampus, Christianity, guilt trips, other people's judgments and opinions, and you are not allowed to be you.
Right.
And you're not allowed to live because everybody tells you what's right for you, best for you, what you should do. The television dictates, oh yeah, our brothers are this, and they do drugs, they do, and you become what you're told you should be instead of getting a silent space and figuring out for yourself who you are and determining for yourself what you should be. Somebody might say, you know, girl, your skirt's too short. Your clothes are too tight. Nobody can tell you what's too short or too tight for you. Back in the day, a lot, depending on where in the world we were, because we had many cultures across the planet. Some areas, sisters ran around totally topless. Some areas, they ran around totally nude. And then you had the areas where a lot of people wore what they call the, for lack of better words, the Arabic harem type attire, with the see-through type pants and the midriffs and the V things here. But that was because brothers, when we were ruling the world, had so much respect and honor for the sister and the form of a sister. It was an art, and it was like, wow, it's just great to look at. It was just art. But when the pink men started being incorporated into the communities, they didn't have the same respect because of the behavior. They were hard to teach. So they were pawing and grabbing and raping and things like that, and that caused the brothers to have to cover their women up to protect them from this creature. Not because they wanted her all covered up, but they had to cover her up for her protection. Now, in these Arabic countries, they've taken it like way too far. They're on some other thing now. But that was not the reason that they got all covered up. Do you understand?
So, we have a rich history, and she just pointed out that sisters used to walk around naked, and we lived in total peace and harmony, okay, until the new arrival. All right. The way that they figured to beat us is to split the genders. Okay. Now that's what you see. That is what you see. You see men talking shit about women, women talking shit about men. It's like, it's never been like this in this time in history. It's never been that way. Okay. And so that was the reason we started covering the sisters up. It's up to you to do your own research on that also. Okay. But that should not be that hard for you to believe. All right, so where you at? Saw 10 comes out tomorrow. I think I want to see it. You know, you want to see who your familiar is. The book of Abramelin will that working will probably get you there, Donna. And about you being mad, we all good. You know, we just expressing our opinions. Niggas out here crazy. Earth is a ghetto. Yes, not coming back. Yes, to never. I hate it here too, Tosh. I mean, I just said it out loud today. Like, I hate it here. You know what I'm saying? They killed him and took his worst. We talk about Nikola Tesla. Yes. We must detach from humanity now on before death. I keep stressing this to y'all. You know, this is it's not that you're preparing for death. You're preparing for what happens when your soul leaves your body. Okay? Because if you think, again, heaven is where you're going, some version in the astral plane is where you'll be roaming. Okay? If you think that you're going to hell and burn up forever, that's the reality you create until you get to a certain point where you can rise above that. Okay? Don't forget, see the series Lost, season 6. All right? He got unalive for that. The creator of electricity said it was supposed to be free and affordable. Thank you. This video looks old when it came out. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea, but that's an old video. It's called How to Survive the Fall of Rome. It is right there on YouTube in parts, though. Yes, I do notice that people easily follow what media says they should be. Exactly. Hail Lilith. Oh, Lilith is the shit. The problem is the female body is highly sexualized, and unfortunately, in today's time, a lot of people don't stand up to it. That is very true. Powerful lecture by the sister. The whole 5 hours she goes in. And yes, Saw 10 comes out tomorrow. I thought they caught Jigsaw in what, three Saws ago? When Jigsaw came out, I thought that was the end of it. Never been so bad. Dudes have no self-control. That's why women have to cover up. That's exactly right. No self-control. When you can control, the penis is powerful, gentlemen. Penis is very powerful. That's why they say dickmatized. However, you should be in control of your sexual urges, especially if you want to practice magic, right? Because you can use your semen for magical purposes. I guarantee the results manifest a whole lot faster and a lot more powerful using the semen. You have to learn self-control. Learn also joking. Okay? There's a book out, gentlemen, called Fitness by Penis. You heard me. Fitness by Penis. Excellent book. Excellent. Humans have lost their freaking minds. It's a wrap. Plus, this is the age of Aquarius, so we're about to get our behinds whooped. Exactly right, Tosh. Exactly right. The one with Chris Rock was kind of sorry. I don't know which one that was. I don't remember seeing him in it. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen a couple of them. I have not seen all of the Saws. You see what I'm saying? But having self-discipline, that's something that Buddhist monks strive for. Okay? That's what all magicians should strive for. Self-discipline. It's all about the self, all of them. All right? And with that being said, thank you for joining me today. This was an interesting live. Y'all always bring out the best of me, and I appreciate y'all coming. So I will see y'all next week, probably around Tuesday. And I think I want to come back to this time frame where I would go from 4 to 5. You know, I can't do much over an hour. All that talking is just not for me, y'all. But you literally just saw that book? Yeah, I'm telling you, that book is, man, once you start digging deep, once you start collecting grimoires, you'd be surprised at what you find. You know, there's a book I was looking at. It might have been Abramelin. It was something. But then I saw the angel names. I'm like, okay. Remember how I'm saying grimoires are coded so that only adepts can understand them? Some of the words were misspelled. Some of the angel names misspelled on purpose. See what I'm saying? Those are the type of traps that they put in these grimoires. That's why study is so important. If you have time, study. Motherfuckers can make time to watch TikTok videos. You can make time to read, especially when they travel this path. As always, I am the one and only, the undeniable, the mystical, magical power. I will see y'all next time, and I hope that y'all have an excellent, excellent week. Stay safe out there. Always protect yourselves, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.